Chapter 29 Expansionism and Imperialism. Alongside progressivism, old ideas persist. These ideas included manifest destiny, even though it seemed as though it was nowhere left for Americans to spread. The continental U.S. had taken shape following the Gadsden Purchase, but some Americans advocated expanding overseas. In Europe, imperialism was at its height as European power took over the nations in Asia and Africa. Many Americans believed that imperialism would bring prosperity and persistence to the U.S. and would allow Americans to spread Western ideals. Imperialism, the policy of gaining authority over other nations or of acquiring colonies. Social Darwinism was a major factor in imperialism. It was a popular idea that technologically advanced society should rule over and control less advanced societies. Manifest destiny. The belief that God supports the expansion of USA. The belief that God supports the expansion of USA. Manifest destiny. Social Darwinism. Since Washington's farewell address, the U.S. had steered clear of foreign problem as Washington had advised, but the agenda was about to change. Alaska. Shortly after the Civil War, Secretary of State William Seward purchased Alaska from Russia from $7.2 million. Considering how cold Alaska was, how many considered this foolish purchase, calling it Stuart's folly, and referring to Alaska as Stuart's icebox. As it turned out, Alaska was rich with natural resources, and the U.S. officially annexed it in 1884. Alaska's Gulf of Alaska, Bering Sea, Russia, Arctic Oceans, Anchorage. The U.S. in the Pacific. The U.S. was becoming increasingly interested in the Pacific to open foreign market to trade and American business interests. In 1854, Commodore Matthew T. Perry used a combination of gift and threat to convince Japan to enter into trade relations with the U.S. Japan was beginning a period of major modernization, and trade was seen as lucrative, profitable. In 1867, the U.S. annexed the Midway Islands midway between America and Asia, where American ships could stop en route. Still, the U.S. wanted even more of a presence in the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii, Midway Island, Samoa. Midway Island, Samoa, Hawaiian Island. Hawaii. Since about the beginning of the 19th century, the Hawaiian Islands, which were unified, had been a source of sugar for the U.S. Most of the sugar planters were Americans who had moved there and forced the King of Hawaii to grant them political power. In 1891, Queen Lilo Qualiant came to power and attempted to limit American influence. At about the same time, Congress imposed tariffs on import of Hawaiian sugar, angering the planters. In 1893, planters staged a revolt with the help of the U.S. Marines and the U.S. ambassador to Hawaii, forming their own government. The new government asked to be enacted by the U.S. President Benjamin Harrison agreed, but the treaty he signed was not ratified before he left office. President Cleveland, who succeeded him, opposed annexation without the support of the Hawaiian people. It wasn't until 1900, during President McKinley's administration, that Hawaii became the territory of the U.S. In 1899, the U.S. annexed part of Samoa, a group island, 2,500 miles south of Hawaii. The open door policy. In the second half of the 1800s, European nations and Japan convinced the weaker nation of China to grant them spheres of influence or areas within China to control. Since the US didn't have a sphere of influence there, in 1899, Secretary of State John Hay suggested an open-door policy of equal access for multiple imperial powers, including the US, to trade with China. There wasn't any reason for the other nations to agree until the Fox Rebellion. of 1900, in which of an anti-foreign secret society known as the Boxers killed a number of foreigners living in China. Once the Boxers were defeated, the imperial powers agreed to hedge policy and cooperated with one another. However, Japan soon began ignoring the policy, which started the Russo-Japanese War with Russia, the Treaty of Portsmouth of 1905, and the Russo-Japanese War. Japan had become an even greater power, and U.S.-Japanese tension began to arise.